In this video, I'm going to show how to roll slabs to make some coasters for Ceramics 1. The first thing you will need is you will need a large rolling pin, and we are using slab sticks to make sure that the slab is even, and we're using 1/2 of an inch thick slab sticks. Now, when you get your rolling pin out, always make sure that it is clean. Don't trust the last people who used it. You can use a towel or a sponge to clean it off, and then make sure you dry it. A dry rolling pin is always very important. Now, the slab sticks go on either side of the clay. When you begin rolling, roll a little bit, and it might get stuck to the pin, and just kind of peel it off, and flip and rotate the clay consistently so you get a nice even slab that's big enough for the coaster pattern. So again, initially it might get stuck. Just peel it off, rotate it, and flip it. And again, the slab sticks are on either side. That ensures that are 1/2 an inch thick. You're going to wipe off the rolling pin and return the slab sticks and the rolling pin. When you wipe the pin off, you don't necessarily have to dry it. Just make sure it's not dripping wet when you put it back in the drawer. Return both of those to the drawers. I made the coaster patterns from a laminated tissue paper, and I cut them out of various sizes. So once your slabs are rolled, figure out what coaster shape you want, and before you cut it out, we are going to smooth and compress the surface with a small rib. These are the Mud Tools ribs. Now notice the angle at which I hold it. It's going to be that angle where it really leans down so it can smooth it. You don't want to jab it. You want to have a real smooth kind of contact when it contacts it. So the idea is you're compressing the surface, which makes it stronger, in addition to smoothing the surface, and it removes, say, the canvas texture from it. Now, once you have ribbed both sides, now I'm going to trim out the edges using a needle tool held straight up and down. I'm setting the scrap to the side to recycle it. And again, needle tool is held straight up and down, not sideways. You don't want it slanted. And then, of course, wipe off the coaster patterns. And then that clay I will recycle. Now, identify the back side with your name and your bell. And we will clean up the outer edges a little bit later with a sponge. We don't have to worry about that today because it's a little soft. And now we're going to allow them to dry slowly and evenly so they don't warp. And for that, we're going to be using drywall scraps, which I have put duct tape around the edges. So we're going to position them on here, fit as many as you can. Like in the case of this, you could probably fit 4 of them on there. I only have 2, so I'm going to spread them out like that. And then you're going to sandwich it between another sheet of drywall. And by sandwiching it, it will add compression, but the key thing is it's absorbent. So it will absorb the moisture evenly from the top and the bottom, and it will help it to dry and keep it nice and flat.